Hey, what's up? I just want to tap in with a quick video, and this is a little bit to amend some content that I made on the weekend within my live stream, and like a lot of times this life is really it's interconnected because we're all sometimes I'll practice poetry in Spanish and like comedy in Spanish. Like with men, I'll practice comedy in Spanish, and with ladies I'll practice poetry in Spanish. But it should probably be the other way around because they say that some people have said that that men we're more so the ones that are useless romantics, and maybe women are the ones with the dark sense of humor. Um, but um, I'll say things like I'll say like todo todo todas la vida es un gente, un persona, un amor, and like just to say like we're all one person in life, but we're different, but we're like different aspects of one person. So we're really experiencing life together because we are life. We are all of us. And that's what, like, I was making another, and that this is what I wanted to amend. But in that video that I made, I was saying that like sometimes as a bus driver, when I'm working as a bus driver, it's a little bit daunting. Like it like I enjoyed the job, so I've always had all the enthusiasm and motivation I needed to do that job in any weather. Like sometimes in the real, like in the where I live, it can get so cold that sometimes vehicles won't start. So on those days, I would wake up at like a couple of days, I'd wake up at 3 in the morning, take a shower, commute across. So I live in like one city, and I would go to the opposite end of the next bordering city, and it'd be like 30 minutes to get there. So wake up 3, shower, leave 3:30. But it is nice driving at night with no one on the road, on the highway at least. Then I get there about 4 a.m. and then I'll bump. Then there's always a few real staunch people that were there a few minutes before me. Then I'll start warming up the buses, get the buses warmed up by about maybe like 5:30, have some time to chill in, at that time, my mom's car, but it's a nice car. Do what I gotta do, listen to music. Then maybe 6:15, I get up in my route, but the bus is already nice and warm because I started the thing. And then do my morning route, get done at like 9:30, have a nice midday. That's one of the really nice things about that line of work, like driving, like bus driving for school, is that you have a nice handsome midday. That's the second time in my life I'll call something handsome. You have a nice handsome, or you want to say pretty, midday break, and from about like maybe 9 or 10 until about like maybe 1:30, even 1:50. Then like 2 o'clock, get your bus. But in the morning you got to pre-trip the thing. In the afternoon you just get in the bus, go to the school. You make it there like maybe like 2:15, 2:10, 2:15. You got some time on your hands. Then they maybe like what I was doing last fall, I get there at like 2:15, and then the kids are like playing at recess because there'd be like a little park like right there by the bus. it's always kind of it's always kind of like fun just being around kids, because like at when they're enjoying themselves like that, because there's something that's so fun about like that little 5 minutes you get to steal before the end of the day, before you get to go home. And like, because they really, it's like a lot of us talk about like freedom this, freedom that, but kids actually really appreciate what freedom is, because they have, in a certain way, they have less freedom than anyway is. Sometimes you may like think like, yeah, like kids must have it easy because they don't got to do this and that, but for their level where they're at, their life is as tough as ours sometimes, if not more, because we actually have a little bit more. Sometimes you take for granted how much liberty you have being a high school graduate, being able to do what you like to do during your day. Even if you have a job, you're choosing to be there, but the children cannot choose to be there. They must be at school. And even I would imagine the ones that might have like independent learning programs that are like, they have like something away from the beaten path, that they would have parents that are savvy and loving enough to do that. There'd probably be rigors with that wouldn't be enjoyable for a kid, but they really appreciate what freedom. That might be one of the times you actually get to the sensation of freedom, is not only when you're free, but when you're around people who are experiencing what they think is freedom. So like being at a park or something like that, or like recess for young people. But then we're contagious, like as human beings, we're very influential towards one another, and contagious. Our states of mind are like that too. So if you're around young people having that good of a time, it was just kind of cool to me, like for them to enjoy themselves like that. But they be running around throwing dodgeballs, sometimes nailing each other with the dodgeball and stuff like that. But all I meant to say is that like that would be like my day. But then I'd do that until like 5-6 o'clock at night, and then maybe I'd go straight back to a school and pick up evening runs, and then bring people home from like after school activities. So my day wouldn't get done until about like 8 or 9 like that. That'd be my day. But I forgot why I referenced that. I was referencing that. Dang, I completely lost that train of thought. I was referencing dang nabbit. I lost that train of thought. Wait, no, I was saying that dang, I'm sorry. So I wanted to amend a couple statements. That's why I came on this channel. But then I was referencing, I wanted to re-reference something I made with regard to school bus driving. I apologize because I completely lost that train of thought. But what I wanted to amend with the content was that in that video, I was suggesting that sometimes so I was saying that life is connected, and we're all like one person living one life, but we're like different aspects of one life, each of us. But still, the things that we experience impact one another, and we're impacted by other people. And I would go so far as to say that sometimes maybe our thoughts are impacting one another. Because if you think about, like, say, like I'm here right now, and heaven forbid a loud noise were to go off, pop, you hear it. It doesn't even gotta be a gunshot, a firework. The way that sound